The Dayan Megaminx V2M is a really exciting cube from Dayan. It comes in at $33 at Speedcube Shop, which is pretty expensive for most people. In this video, I'll be collaborating with JO Cubing to talk about how good the Dayan Megaminx really is. Also, I'll link his channel down in the description, so subscribe to him as he's really fast at Megaminx and a lot of other events, and he's definitely worth checking out. First, I'm going to talk about the properties of this cube, then JO Cubing will give his opinion on it, and then I'll give my opinion on it. The Dayan Megaminx weighs 99 grams, which is currently the lightest Megaminx on the market. It's also the smallest flagship with a side length of 30.5 millimeters. For reference, the Galaxy V2 LM is 31.5 and the Yoohoo V2M is 32 millimeters. It comes only in stickerless and has glossy plastic. Similarly to the Dayan Mega, the cube has small indents on each of the corners to assist with the grip, as well as very small ridges along the edges of each face.
Hey guys, it's JO Cubing. Today I'll be doing this review with Java Cuber on the Dayan Mega V2. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Let me join with you and let's get right into it. In the background you'll be seeing some solves that I have on the Dayan Megaminx, just some low 40s, a 36 and a 39. Nothing too special, but the Dayan Megaminx is a very interesting Megaminx in my opinion. It is of course the lightest Megaminx on the market, and also I've come to believe that it's also one of the fastest Megaminxes, also faster than the Yoohoo. And it is also very, very small, which in my opinion I do not like it whatsoever. I really enjoy the size of the Yoohoo, and it is quite hard for me to adjust to the size of the Dayan Megaminx. The Dayan Megaminx falls after the Tengyun line, in which that it is very, very fast and almost to the point where it's uncontrollably fast. I myself was having trouble trying to get it to where it was slower. I had to both make my Megaminx tighter and put in a bunch of heavy loops in it to try and attempt to make it slower, and within a couple of solves it became faster once again, which in all honesty probably isn't too big of a problem in Megaminx, since you generally want your Megaminx to be faster anyway. But I was just saying that it was a small problem for me. So is the Megaminx my main? I am still not completely sure. I am still slowly adjusting to the size of the Megaminx, but I do believe that it's probably going to be my main due to both the speed and how long I can solve with it and how well I've actually been doing with it. I've gotten many good averages with this Megaminx, and it's been very, very nice to have. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the Dayan V2 Megaminx, and I hope you enjoyed this video.
Hey guys, this is Java. I think the Dayan Megaminx is a very good Megaminx that has great performance, and there's a couple aspects that make it that good. The first thing is its size. It's a lot smaller than the Yoohoo V2M, which was my previous main, so getting used to the size took about a week, and that transition was pretty hard because even though it's only like 1.5 millimeters smaller on each side or something, overall the cube feels much smaller and is a lot harder to turn after doing like thousands of solves on the Yoohoo. I really like how light the cube is. Compared to other cubes, it's much lighter, and that allows me to do a lot of solves in it. Like a few days ago, I did 92 solves in one day, and I didn't even feel tired. I could have done more, but I chose not to. So yeah, the weight's really nice. The plastic, it has glossy plastic, which is nice because your hands don't slip on it, and you don't have to like spend time turning the mat into semi-glossy. So that was a plus for me. The magnets are pretty strong and tactile. They definitely help me turn and keep all the layers together. Because this cube isn't as forgiving as the Yoohoo, the magnets help not use corner cutting as much, so the overall performance is better, if that makes any sense. Although this cube doesn't really have ridges, it's similar to the Dayan in that aspect where there's like a dimples instead, and there's only very small ridges. I think it's honestly fine. I haven't had any issues with my fingers slipping off of the pieces. This might be partially due to the plastic being glossy, because on the Dayan Megaminx I used frosted plastic with no ridges and just little indents, and of course you could slip off of that matte plastic really easily. But with the glossy plastic, that's not really a problem on the Dayan Megaminx, so that's pretty good. One of my complaints about this cube is that there are no black pieces. Like the Galaxy V2 LM and the Yuhu V2M, both of which were my previous mains, they had black pieces. For most people, the lack of black pieces doesn't really matter because they'd replace the last layer color, which is gray. But for me, I replaced beige with black, which is an S2L color, so I have to kind of change how I do my S2L and get used to the beige again, which I really don't like. I definitely think black pieces would help a lot, but there are none. Just as a note, tightening this cube is really important. Out of the box it's fine, but it's really unstable, and tightening definitely helps with that. So if you do get one of these cubes, you can buy it at SCS. I wouldn't really recommend getting this cube if you're not exactly into Megaminx because it's very expensive, like $32 or $33, which I don't think it's worth it at that price because the Yuhu has very similar performance and I get the same times in both. So yeah, that's all for my review, and thank you for watching the video, and goodbye.